Well, hello hyperspace, my name is Davontos and it's time to get hyped because this is some really old Overwatch gameplay. Don't worry, the old gameplays are coming to an end. I'm actually running low on some Overwatch videos, which means it's time to record some new ones. And this is like so old I haven't even gotten my golden diva guns yet. And look at my rank, I'm a silver 1 star. At the moment, I think I'm like a silver 5 star on my way to become gold. So that's how old this gameplay is. But I actually want to talk about the new stuff that hit Overwatch, specifically the Mercy and Junkrat things, and then actually how to play these new heroes. Now, Junkrat, he's really simple. Let's just step right into Junkrat. It's, you just can't spam him that much, and you just gotta be more cautious because his trip mines, not trip mines, the C4s, those detonators that he throws, they actually have a damage drop-off now, so you can't, like, lob it 10 feet away and hope to give, like, max damage to the target. The more it stays airborne and the further it has to travel, the weaker it becomes, and the blast radius has been reduced by, I think, 20%, which is pretty big. And if that's the case, you can't really spam Junkrat as much as you used to. He's still a spammable character, I mean, that's his purpose. He spams the bombs everywhere, but he's just not going to be as effective as he used to, because, I mean, let's face it, he was kind of a little overpowered with those 2 mines, and he still got the 2 mines, they're just not as powerful. Mercy! So, with Mercy, they basically reworked her res. Now, this is a huge topic. If you play Overwatch, I'm pretty sure you know all about it. She only gets 1 res, regardless if you have Valkyrie active, you pop Valkyrie after resing, or you just res with your regular res. You only have 1 res every 30 seconds. And a lot of people are saying, Mercy's dead because of this. She's not dead. Mercy is still a very reliable healer, and she is just a really good hero. It just requires some more thinking. Because how Mercy players would play back in the day, like last week, what Mercy players would do is they would have those 2 reses, right? You would have your standard res, and then you would pop Valkyrie, and you have another res. Or, if you pop the Valkyrie, you would have 2 reses right off the bat. So what Mercy players back then used to do is they would just res the first person who instantly died, and then, if another person dies, they would just pop Valkyrie and res him, and, well, that's it. You still get all your characters up on stage. But you can't do that now, because Mercy only gets 1 res, so you actually have to keep an eye on the team and see, is it worth resing this one person? Because I don't know if someone else is going to die within the 30-second duration before my next res is available. So I'll actually put up in a popular team fight, right? Let's say you're playing as Mercy, and you're standing behind Reinhardt's big barrier, and let's say you got well, let's use Junkrat, right? You got a Junkrat, okay? You're in the middle of a fight, Junkrat's spamming his grenades, you got your friendly soldier behind you and all that, everybody's doing this big team fight, and then Junkrat dies. Is it worth resing Junkrat and keeping your team alive with your healing beam for 30 seconds until you could rest someone else? Or do you wait, keep Junkrat's dead body there for a little bit, and wait to see if maybe Reinhardt dies? I mean, because we know if Reinhardt dies, you guys will lose your barrier and you're screwed. So, that's actually how you have to play Mercy. Once somebody dies, you look around, you see the situation, and you say to yourself, is it really worth resing this guy? Or would he be better off just, like, coming back from spawn as a regular person who wasn't rezzed? Or should I just hold on to my spawn in case somebody crucial to the team winds up getting killed, like a Reinhardt, or maybe another tank, because, the tanks sponge the damage. So maybe, is it worth rezzing our DPS? Or should I save it for the tank? It just requires a lot of thinking. Even if you pop Valkyrie, yeah, the Valkyrie res is still really quick, but still, you gotta say to yourself, I pop Valkyrie, I'm super Mercy, I'm healing everybody who's close together, damage boosting and so on, and you have this, like, machine pistol. But even still, with Valkyrie, you have to think on how you use your resurrects. And because of that, she's played very similar, at least the resurrect standpoint. It's very similar to how you would normally play a Zenyatta. Now, I play a ton of Zenyatta. I actually used to main Mercy before I main Diva, and now that I am maining Diva, I'm playing a lot of Zen in between, so you can kind of say I'm maining Diva for my tank and now Zen for my healer. When you play Zenyatta, you have to focus on who you have to, throw the healing orb on, who you gotta discord and all that stuff. And you have to say to yourself the same thing with the current Mercy. Is it worth throwing a healing orb on the Junkrat, or should I keep my healing orb on Reinhardt because he's taking too much damage and I gotta keep him alive? It's the same thing. Same thing with your Discord orb. If the enemies are pushing in, you say to yourself, who is the biggest threat? Should I go and discord the McCree? Or should I go and discord the Roadhog so the team can jump the Roadhog? It comes down to the same thing. You just gotta think really quickly, just like Batman, and it makes it very very challenging, but in a fun way in the battlefield. And obviously, trial and error, you'll learn from your mistakes. There will be times where you accidentally or purposely discord somebody you're not supposed to, like let's say a Reaper. And then because of that, their enemy tank stays alive and wipes out your entire team. And then, that's probably your fault because you should have discorded a tank. And so it's the same thing with Mercy. You might res the wrong person at the wrong time, and you're going to learn from it. So there's trial, error, a lot of practice, and you're going to wind up learning that Mercy is still a very, very good healer. I don't know why people are saying that she is dead. She's not dead. She still does a ton of healing. Damage boosting is always nice to have. And the only thing they did was just remove a res. It's not that big of a deal. If you're a really good Mercy, you can pick it up really quick. If you're basically like a Mercy in training, it's going to take a little getting used to. And if you never picked up Mercy before, I would highly suggest you try her now because the healers are actually really challenging to play. Except Lucio, he's not really that hard to play. I mean, you just gotta shoot the enemies, boop the enemies when they're close, boop them off ledges, heal the team when they're hurt, and just speed boost when they're not. That's pretty much about it. And there's one more thing I want to cover in Overwatch, and it's some new stuff that they had. It's nothing really big, it's just Tracer and Torbjorn. I think it was for a new World of Warcraft game. If you pre-order this World of Warcraft game, which is only on PC, you get 2 new Tracer emotes, which has her slamming some kind of flag post into the ground, and one of them is for the Horde, and the other one is for the Alliance, and it has the insignias of those 2 clans, I guess you can call them. And same thing with Torbjorn. Torbjorn has two new voice lines. I cannot talk today. Torbjorn has 2 new voice lines, and he says, for the Horde, and the other one he screams, for the Alliance, and that's basically about it. But I'm actually curious because, obviously, World of Warcraft, if this was World of Warcraft, it's a PC game you gotta pre-order. But, as I said, it's a PC game, so what's gonna happen to us guys on console? Because they did the same thing with the Oni Genji and Police Diva. Console players were saying, hey, I don't have a PC, how can I get a hold of this if I can't play Heroes of the Storm? I think it's probably gonna come down to the same thing with this, Horde and Alliance stuff. They're probably gonna give it to us console guys for free because not everybody who has a console has a PC. So therefore, there's literally no way for some of these people to actually get these taunts or voice lines, so it might come down to the same Oni Genji Police Divas thing where Blizzard just gives it to the console guys for free. So, if you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavontosMan, and as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day!